Morning class. My name is Haas de Roost, and today I'm going to share a confession. And my confession is about an addiction I had, and still to this day have. I've been addicted to physical activity, playing sports, being outside. Working to my physical capabilities are completely shut down and I can't move. I'm so tired at the end of the day, I just want to go to sleep. And I loved watching others, seeing what they were doing right, seeing what they were doing wrong, learning from that experience to help better my skills, or in this case, I used those skills to transfer over to my landscaping business and saw how I could improve my service. A story I have to tell you is about a time when you do things over and over, it becomes repetition, muscle memory. And I began to be in that habit. But one day, something slipped through the cracks. I loaded my truck up, headed down to mow my lawns on 1600 North, and I came to find that all my equipment was gone out of the back of my truck when I was on 1600 North. And all the cars behind me suddenly began to slam on their brakes. And I was like, what's going on? And I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw my blower, my trimmer, all of that had fallen out of my truck onto the road where cars were trying to stop to avoid running over the equipment. And from this experience, not only did I learn to, shut my tailgate, but I also learned that you can use the mistakes you make to help launch you forward into better things. And from that, I wanted to share you a quote by Oprah Winfrey that says, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." Let me repeat that one more time. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Hire Big Hoss. Why should you hire Big Hoss? Get good performance. We take lawn care to a new level. It becomes a sport for us. How does it become a sport? Well, just like when you're playing a sport, you go over videos, you go over, all the things that the other team does, what you did last game, what you did, what you're going to do the previous upcoming game. We do that with landscaping. We pay attention to detail. We are fast and thorough. And we always have a stamp of excellence. What does that mean to you? That means that first impressions are huge. Whether it's a business deal, meeting a new client, having family come over, it's important to have a good impression. And we ensure through Big Hoss that first impression is a great experience for you and that your house is the best looking on the block. Here are some examples of houses that we've worked on. So what is another reason you should hire Big Hoss? Have reliability. Not only is it important to have reliable equipment, trimmers, blowers, but also a truck. Previously, I had a 1996 Honda Accord that would continuously break down that I put my mowers and all my equipment in. However, since I've upgraded and had the opportunity to do so, I have a reliable truck, equipment, and from that, it's helped not only my equipment be reliable, but also the people that work for me and myself be reliable. It's important that your clients can rely on you to show up to the job and to do it right. No matter the circumstance, no matter the weather, but to be there and to get the job done. Another important thing about reliability is we often have clients that are traveling, they have a second home so they don't live in Utah, and they can count on us to communicate to them when we're going to be there, how often we're going to do it, not cutting corners, and to provide them with the best quality service. And have them know that they can trust us to show up. So what do we have that's reliable? Our equipment is reliable. Our service is reliable. And our communication is reliable because we always contact the client before we come to make sure it's a good time for them. And also, when we establish that right time, they can always count on us to be there. Or, due to weather conditions, we will communicate what's further needed. A client of mine stated, "Thank you so much, Haas, for your wonderful service throughout this year. It is so good to see that I can count on you and my lawn will look so beautiful. I appreciate you." What is the most important reason you should hire Big Haas? Save money. Doing a job right the first time gets the job done. Doing the job wrong 14 times is called job security. So what does that entail? When you are weeding the grass or weeding a flower bed area, you have to pull the roots out of the ground rather than just pull the top, which is the surface. You have to get underneath, like the iceberg of the root. And if you don't do that, the weeds will grow back very quickly. With us, you save money because months after we finish our job, as shown in this picture, it stays the way it was after we weeded it. And that's because we get the roots and we ensure that they don't grow back. When you don't get the roots, the foundation is still there for them to grow back up through the dirt. If you need a job done right, choose Big Haas Landscaping. No job is too big or too small. His rates are competitive, but his quality surpasses the others. If you need a job done right and will finish the job, choose Big Haas. Let's review. Get good performance. Have reliability. Save money. Hire Big Haas. Thanks.